gotta pass the password.
Okay. We're on the air.
We're trying to play the...
You don't even know what was going on here during the intermission.
We're on the air. And we're just laughing because we're trying to set the time really. We have to put the password in again. But anyway, we're back. And I wanted to say today is National Chocolate Chip Cookie Day, I should say. And I love chocolate chip cookies. They're my favorite cookie. So anybody out there has a good recipe, just feel free to share. But on the lighter notes, I have a few light notes. Actually, not a light note. I'm going to go into another story. I want to do
I was looking something light. Everything's heavy over here.
I want to do Angelina Jolie. That is really interesting story. It came out a few days ago that in February, the 37-year-old actress had a double mastectomy because she had an 87% chance of getting breast cancer or cancer in general. And she had lost her mom about 7 years ago to ovarian cancer. So it was a big decision because she had that bloodstream code, the BRCA1 and 2, and that's indicative of having cancer, possibly getting cancer. So she made a very drastic decision, and she did that. And she was stating, you know, I felt that I really needed to be alive for my children. Her and Brad Pitt have like 7 children, I believe, 6 or 7. Anyway, she said, now I'm sure that now because I've done it, my rate of getting cancer is way under 5%, which is a very good from 87% to 5%. And she wanted to be around for her children. So I think it took a lot of courage to do that. And it did because men see her as a big sex symbol. They go for her breasts, her lips. And she said, this in no way diminishes my femininity as a woman or my sexuality. Plus, she's getting reconstructive surgery, so she's going to have her breasts back. But she did this to save her life, so...
She's also removing her...
ovaries?
Yeah, but...
I didn't know that.
Why is it even in the news? Because, I mean, if you get your ovaries removed, are you going to be on a daily news cover?
Of course not, but I'm not Angelina Jolie. I'm Beth. And I don't look like Angelina Jolie. And I'm not, you know, big celebrity and all that. Connected with Brad Pitt. I'm not Brangelina, you know, so...
But nothing to take away from her. I mean, it takes a lot of courage. I mean, it's like cutting...
She cut her breasts. They say, and whatever else was in there, the lymphs, everything so that she would not get cancer. But she's getting reconstructive, so she'll have breasts again. But it was must have been very hard to come forward because it was done in February. We're now in May, February, March, April, May, 4 months. So I give her kudos for bringing this out in the open, and I think it's making a lot of women aware that, wow, she could do that, then I'm going to be brave enough to do the same.
Kudos to you.
Yes, definitely, kudos.
How they call her?
They used to call her and Brad?
No, J-Lo?
No, that's not J-Lo. That was Brangelina, because Brad Pitt and Angelina. Brangelina, they used to call them because of the couple. J-Lo was Jennifer Lopez.
I see.
And Lila was Lindsay Lohan. And this is Angelina Jolie.
Angie Loli? Kudos to you. Let's talk about food.
Okay, let's talk about food. No, we didn't finish about it. Go for it.
The whole food.
Our table's gonna break.
Earthquake.
Earthquake.
Run for the hills.
Run for the hills. Run for the hills. Run, Forrest. Run. No, I'm kidding. Go ahead. Anyway, Whole Foods Company.
This is a dangerous story.
Okay. Do you want to enlighten us with this? Oh, what? Yeah, I don't know what's going on today with vodka, but I don't know.
Well, I was fighting alcoholism earlier.
Now we know that his wife cannot see this video. Anyway, talk about the Whole Foods thing. Whole Foods. They mixed up. I know the story because we talked. They mixed up labels on vegan salad and chicken salad. How crazy is that? Can you imagine being vegan, never having anything but vegan type foods and soy, and eating something and it's chicken after being a vegan for like forever? Or being a person who eats meat and eating vegan and thinking you're eating chicken salad. How do you mix up labels? And where was this?
Wait a minute. It was right here in
New York?
New York, Massachusetts, New Jersey. Where else? Pennsylvania, I believe.
So does that mean that people that are now vegans are no longer, they're now into the chicken, or what?
They are now emotionally damaged. They're gonna sue the hell out of the Whole Foods. They're gonna get millions of dollars.
Because they eat chicken?
Yeah. But Whole Foods is recalling the food, so
they can relabel it. They have to relabel it now.
They put a big sign on there that, hey, this is not chicken. And by the way, how they call this is a vegan chick-en salad. It's spelled chick and N is separated.
Because it's tofu. It's fake chicken. It's soy chicken.
But 80% of our students cannot read. They still think it's a chicken and they get tofu. They're gonna sue. Everybody's gonna sue Whole Foods.
People who want the chicken, they got the vegan.
Yeah.
The vegans who want the vegan got the chicken.
Yes.
And the only person that suffered in all this is the chicken that they killed to make the chicken salad. And the soy, I don't know where the hell they got that from, but that wasn't from a chicken. That's just soy. Soy is just soy. Actually, some vegan food's not terrible, but this is a really big mistake. That's like giving peanuts to a person with a peanut allergy. They could die. And some vegans, it could make a vegan very sick if they've never had meat since maybe they were 2. And then now only on vegan food. So, I mean, that's kind of crazy, but...
But people, if you actually bought the wrong stuff, you probably can bring it back for a full refund.
If you haven't eaten it.
Well, if you have eaten it, just make sure you repackage it in the same container that you bought it in. If you know what I mean. And you bring it back for the full refund. Or otherwise, just sue them. Just sue them.
So basically, Boris is not going to get sued because he just told you to sue Whole Foods. Okay, getting on to another lighter note of no suing. Dancing with the Stars. Oh my God, we're in the finale, people. We're heading through the 3rd quarter of the race. And Kim and Ingo got eliminated yesterday. So now there are 4 contenders left. Yes, 4. There's Alexandra and Mark. There's Kelly and Derek. There's Jacoby and Karina, and Zendaya and Val. Personally, I'm telling you that it's going to be down to Zendaya and Val, Kelly and Derek, and Alexandra and Mark. Let me tell you something. Kelly and Derek are wonderful, and so is Zendaya and Val. But Alexandra and Mark are like the dark horse. They're like the long shot, but they happen to be excellent. They danced to a song by Bruno Mars, and it gave me goosebumps. It was stunning. I couldn't keep my eyes off of them when they were doing it. It was wonderful. So, good luck to them, and stay tuned for next week and my views. And what else do you have?
I got a German couple story.
Okay, go for it.
So, German family moved to America. They got asylum.
Okay.
Asylum, that's how you pronounce it.
Asylum, yeah.
Asylum,
yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
They were allowed to stay, basically, in a nutshell.
And 2 years after that, asylum was reversed. The reason why they got asylum...
Why did they get asylum?
was because they were trying to homeschool their children.
Okay.
But that's illegal in Germany.
Oh, but did they want to come here, or they just came here because they figured we'll do everything, America doesn't give them everything?
No. They live in, they are working, they already have like a house or a community.
How did they get a house? I can't get a house. Right. Anyway, that's another story for another time. Go for it.
But the point is that their children will be taken away because they want to homeschool them. They don't want the...
When they go back to Germany, but here they're allowed to homeschool.
Right.
Right. Okay.
So the American immigration reversed the decision. So 11 million Mexicans coming to work in the fields is fine.
So you mean they have to go back?
They're going to deport them.
But they've been here 2 years. They've made a life for themselves.
No, the court reversed the decision. So they're going to deport them.
Wow, that's not cool. They're here already. They're established.
And nothing against Mexicans or people coming from the southern border, but it just doesn't make sense.
Nothing makes sense.
We are sending them back knowing that their children will be taken away and they're going to find them the hell out of them.
Oh, that's crazy. You know what?
Just because they want to homeschool.
You know what? If it was anyone else, this wouldn't be happening. Really sad situation. We want to know your thoughts on this. But, you know, we're getting close to the end and we're going to have to come back with other stories. But this is really interesting, Boris. I'm glad you brought it up. Anyway, Stay tuned. We have more fun coming up. Out.
Смыкал я веки, и оно возобновлялось. Я не шагал, я семенил на тонком брусе, ни разу ногу не сменил. Трусил я перед
Mr. Chips, what the hell are you doing here?
И сам себе я дверь забыл. Но не проснулся